Hi everyone, this is Danie and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be painting a springtime lighthouse. Now let's get started. Starting out with a 9 by 12 inch canvas, and I'm just sketching on the land and the horizon line. I know it's very hard to see. I don't have the zoom in capabilities just yet, but I will get there. So I'm just using ultramarine blue with a 1/2 inch bristle brush and a little bit of white, and I'm just going in a circular brush stroke and putting in the sky. It's very abstract and very simple, just circular brush strokes. And I'm going in with a mixture of phthalo green and brown and just dabbing in some grass. A little bit of a lighter green with phthalo green, yellow, and white. Now I'm going in and just starting to put in where the rocks are going to be, and I'm just brush strokes just downwards. Very simple, like a little cliff. Just scooping them down. With some brown and some black, dabbing in a little more of that phthalo green mixture just to mix in with the rocks. I'm going in and doing the horizon line in the water, which is just ultramarine blue and brown to start, and just going back and forth, just straight back and forth with that same bristle brush. Just want to make sure you keep your brush strokes going back and forth. Added a little bit of white to the mixture here, and just going back and forth in the direction the water would be going. And you're going to let this dry, this layer. And you're going to go and do the same thing in the sky again, get a nice good solid coverage. This is going to look more like clouds on this layer. A little ultramarine blue, very little bit on your brush, you don't need a lot. A little bit of white, and just mix it in together, just blend it on in. Doesn't have to be perfect, they look like little clouds. A little more white there. And let that dry. Now go in with another layer on that hill, on the grasses, with that dark phthalo green and brown mixture, and just dab it in. And then the lighter mixture. I just want to blend that in. Get some different tones in there. A little bit of yellow on my brush now with that light green mixture, just to get some lighter tones in the grasses. Now I'm going in with some tiny little bit of black on a number 2 synthetic flat brush. A little bit of brown, a little bit of black, and just going in and doing a second layer on those, what they're going to be, the rocks. Putting a little bit of some rocks in there, just little blobs of black paint. I don't focus much at all where I'm working right now on that right side, because a tree is going there, so that's all going to be covered on the right side. Now I'm starting to work on the rocks on the cliff side with brown and white, and just dashes just downward in the direction that the rocks would be going. You don't want to cover up all the dark, you just want to do a little bit just to lighten them up a bit. Leave some of that dark underneath. You want to see some of that. I know it's very hard to see. There's a picture at the end that you can pause it and zoom in if you like, just so you can see better on what I did. I'm just making little marks, just lightening up the rocks a bit. There's really no fancy brush strokes. Rocks are really simple. And a little lighter again, just a little more white. And mix it up, white with brown, white with black. Just put different tones. You don't want everything to be the same. I think I even put a little bit of yellow in there as well. Just blending in some of the grass with those rocks. Cover up the edges of them. Making it look like they kind of crawl over the side. A little bit of yellow and brown on my brush. I'm just dabbing in some more grasses there. Different tones. Bit of white on some of the edges of the rocks, just a little bit right on the edge. Brighten it up. I'm putting a little more black in the rocks on the sides where I kind of lost some of it. A little bit of yellow on there, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of white, just to brighten things up a bit. Now I'm going in and doing another layer on the water, the exact same colors, ultramarine blue and brown, straight back and forth, going around the edges of the rocks to make them look like it's surrounded by the water now. A little bit of white on my brush. Cover up the edges so it looks like they're in the water. A little bit of ultramarine blue there, a little bit of white, and blend it in. More ultramarine blue. Like I said, there's going to be a tree going there, so I didn't worry about it too much. A little bit of white going around the rock makes it look like the water is like moving around a little bit. I'm putting a little bit of not ultramarine blue, phthalo green, just for some different tones in the water. A little bit of white. And brightening up those rocks again. A little bit of black. A little bit more white on there, going around the rocks, make it look like there's a little movement in the water. Now I drew on the lighthouse just basic shapes here. It looks like a candle, the lighthouse. It's just a very basic shape and a little house. I don't know if it's a house that's normally next to the lighthouse. I don't know what it is, but it looks like a little house. So that's what we'll call it. And I'm just using a gray mixture, just black and white. And this painting is very small, like the lighthouse is tiny. That's why it's just really hard to see. It is so small. I think it's like not even an inch tall on this tiny canvas. I'm just painting the roof red of this house here. Easy shapes, triangles and rectangles, squares, cylinders. I mean, they're very easy basic shapes. You can just look for a reference photo online and just copy it. I made the one side of that house a little bit darker, and then the front of it is lighter. Put in some windows, a little highlight around the windows, and it is so small. I know it's hard to see, but it is so simple. The right side of this lighthouse is going to be a little bit lighter. It's going to be more white, and the left side is darker. It's more shadowed with a darker gray. When things are this small, you don't have to focus in on every single detail. Your eye will pick up on what it is. I'm just putting in a little ledge, I guess, to this lighthouse. I don't know what they're called, but it's gonna have like a railing, I guess. The posts, just very hard to see. Right side's a little bit lighter red, and the left side is darker. So now I'm just going in and lightening up the right side with a little bit of white and a little bit of red. Tiny brush. It's like a number 1 round synthetic brush. Very small. Just lightening up that right side again. A little peak. I'm putting in little posts there. They're very hard to see, but they're there. Windows, tiny little windows. And just really lighten up the right side. Very light, just white. And there goes my dog. Sorry about that. Must be the mailman. And just putting in a little bit of that light green mixture, a little bit of brown to cover up the edges of the lighthouse and the house. Soften it up a bit. Light green and yellow here, add some different tones. You don't want everything the same color. You want to see different tones in the grass. Some final highlights on that lighthouse, on the roof. Now I am drawing in the tree. Going in with some black there. Now I'm putting in a little bit of dark magenta just around the lighthouse. It's like a little bush or something, just to tie in the spring tree. I don't know what kind of tree it is. Maybe it's blossoms. I like blossoms, spring blossoms. Now I'm just dabbing in a dark magenta. It's just magenta with a little bit of brown with that 1/2 inch bristle, and I'm just dabbing in the first layer of the leaves or blossoms, whatever they are. Just dab them in. Now a lighter magenta, which is just magenta and white. Don't want to cover up everything, just a little bit over top. Leave some of that dark showing underneath. Now the lightest of the light, which is white and a little bit of the light magenta. Very little bit. Just go over the tips. You don't want to put too much of this. And that is pretty much it. This was such an easy, fun, relaxing painting. It is very simple. Now I'm just putting some more of the branches back in there. They kind of got lost, so I'm just having some little peekaboo spots of the branches. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to sign it. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me again today. Hope you try this out. Thank you. Bye.